not feeling this. I want to use my other device. It's the better one. I mean, I like the quality on this one, but I can't use my mic. I can't use the tools that I use. All right, man, we're gonna go ahead and get started though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I tried to disable the app and restart it. I tried to uninstall it, but it's hard you can disable the YouTube app, but you can't like, let me see. Like it says disable, but it doesn't say uninstall. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try not to stress over it. I'm trying not to stress over it though. Let's get it popping. T. Carey, right? Vita. Oh. What's going on, y'all? What's good? We good? We talking about masculine energy versus feminine energy. Well, actually, it's not no verses. We just going to talk about which one is needed at what particular time. get it popping, y'all. What's good? What's good? Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the daily. It's the daily go get some show. You think it ain't what it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, making all fast, and everything is gonna be alright. We talking about when we need the feminine energy tonight. When we need the masculine energy tonight, we gotta make sure that the situation's right. Sometimes you need a man, sometimes you need a woman and man, yeah, together we stand. But sometimes we gotta use each other, whether you're talking about your sisters or your brothers, you discover the things that you need to find. I'm doing this like the kids all mine. Yo, but I can't do it by myself. Gotta make sure I employ others to increase my wealth. And everything is gonna be alright. Talk about masculine and feminine tonight. So let's get it popping. So let's get it popping, my people. Let's get it popping. When we need feminine energy, when we need masculine energy. When we need feminine energy, when we need masculine energy. What y'all know? What do y'all know about us needing either or at any particular time? What's good? What's good, y'all? I don't know what's going on in my. What's up? This is the phone I've been wanting to use. I mean, this joint failing me. I don't understand. I don't get it. This is a Samsung Ultra S Ultra Galaxy Note 20. I don't know what's going on. But listen, good to see y'all here. T Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site and V2B. Thanks for coming on through. Glad you came on through just to see me, and Omar. Yeah, Ghost Star. Yeah, everything is turning out good. That's so far. Let me see. Vita says, I'm particularly tired of some men with feminine energy. It is so unattractive. Okay, so we're not really. All right, let me. I feel you on that, and it is bad. I can't hate. I can't dispute. But what we're talking about tonight is when we basically talking about the right person for the right job. So what we're going to try to do tonight is explore some situations where feminine energy might be needed and some situations where masculine energy might be needed. So I'm gonna ask y'all some questions and see where we stand on the issue. For example, right out the box. All right. So what are some situations where y'all think that masculine energy might be needed? And what are some situations where y'all think that feminine energy might be needed? Now, let me help y'all out a little bit. Let me lead y'all a little while, and then maybe y'all can grab the reins for yourselves. When it comes to something like, okay, if we go into a car dealership, if you go into a car dealership to negotiate a price on a brand new car or just to buy a new car, what energy do y'all think is needed in that situation? Do you need feminine energy for a car purchase, dealing with a used car salesman or a car salesman, or do you need masculine energy going into a car sales place? What do y'all think? When you go into a dealership, regardless of whether you're buying a Hyundai or whether you're buying a Bentley, what energy is needed to make that sale and come out with a decent deal? Do you think you need feminine energy or do you need masculine energy? And I don't mind if y'all take a little while to think about it, because you may see it from a different perspective than I see it. So I'm going to, Omar says, I want my dealer to be fruity as fuck. Wow. So you're saying that you think that masculine energy is better for a situation like that. I actually agree. I think that in a situation where you're going to go buy a car, you need masculine energy. And I'll tell you why. Sometimes female energy or feminine energy may get a little too excited or show a little bit too much satisfaction at the sale which may put them in a position to be manipulated into paying a higher price, or well, it's all going to round out to paying more. But the reasons that you may wind up paying more is because you may allow them to sell you more at the dealership than you were actually looking to buy. Like maybe the car should come with an alarm equipped, and maybe because you were so hype, like, oh, this, I love this car, this thing, I see myself driving this and feel real good, and you know, like this car is the bomb. And once a salesman, when a car salesman sees you acting like that, they like, They gonna sell you extended warranties. They gonna sell you a aftermarket options and shit. Might be an alarm, might be a set of rims, might be a whole lot of things. But they watch to see your enthusiasm. So masculine energy might go in there acting like they don't even want to buy the car. Like, yeah, I need a car, but you know, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I drove it. It's all right. It's all right. It might be better if I was only 5'5", but because I'm 6'2", you know, I don't. You know, this it's okay with the seat all the way back, but I've driven better. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a man might understand that he needs to curb his enthusiasm in order to go ahead and make this sale, so he doesn't get tricked into paying more than he should be paying. So that might be, you may look at that as being masculine energy. I actually do. Cheryl Halsey, what's good? What's good? How you feeling? Omar says, I also wouldn't want my children in the future to be watched by a man. Okay, we're gonna get to that. We gonna get into all of that. Do me a favor though, y'all. Hit the like button. Share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight we are talking about when we need feminine energy and when we need masculine energy. So I hope y'all understand where I'm going with this thing. So I'm going to ask y'all a bunch of questions about some different scenarios, different situations, different topics, and see what we think, or where we think masculine energy may be needed or feminine energy may be needed. All right. So since Omar touched on it a little bit, talking about watching the kids, let's take your own family. You know, man, woman, starting a family with children. Now, when it comes to small children, no, let's just say raising children all together. Because this, you know, even though, you know, it's early in the show, we might need to start out with this kind of early. When it comes to raising children, or let's say, I don't want to say disciplining children. So let's say structuring children, adding structure to children's lives. What energy is needed? Feminine energy or masculine energy? Now, there is no right or wrong answer. There is no right or wrong answer here. So, but this is pretty much opinion based. So which one do y'all think? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have noticed that babies, newborn babies or infants respond to a man's voice differently than they respond to a woman's voice. Unless the man talks like a bitch. In which case, you know, it's even Steven. But I have noticed that children respond to a male's voice as far as discipline is concerned. Not saying that he has to lay hands on them or anything like that, but they seem to respond to his voice, a man's voice, a man's commands. So I've seen women struggling with their kids. Come on, Bobby, boy, I'm telling you, little girl, I'm gonna have to blah, 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 blah. And you know, the man come out of nowhere like, hey, Hey, cut that mess out. Look, you heard your mom. You heard what she said. Go ahead and do what she told you to do. And that's that. That's just one particular example. Does that happen in every household? No. Is there a man's voice available in every household? No. So in that situation where there is no man available, then I guess feminine energy may be the key. You may think that feminine energy may be needed when it comes to structuring children or raising children, as it is. I think that male energy, masculine energy is needed when it comes to raising children. But he can't be no bitch. If he is a dude, if he's a man that's a little bit too in touch with his feminine side, it's not going to work the same. Ain't gonna work the same, son. I mean, this thing might go south. It could go south. Vita says salesmen like to spoil the women when she step on the lot. Not necessarily a man is needed for a sale. Just play your cards right. I don't know. Most women that I knew that have gone to go buy a car, when I saw the paperwork, I was like, a man will actually insist on a better deal. He will straight up and down say, like, yo, I need this car for a lower price. That sticker price ain't working. Women sort of, and I can only speak on the women that I know, but the women that I know who tried to use their femininity in order to get a better price were hoping that the salespeople or the salesmen just granted them a lower price, and that ain't going to happen. They're not in it to. Car salesmen, yeah, they get your number. They might even smash later on if you let them, but they're gonna sell you that car for that price because that's money in their pocket. So every salesperson has a manager that they gotta answer to. So when they give you that price, they gotta go to their manager and be like, well, yeah, this is the price that and the manager gonna be like, what, you giving her the big titty price? Because we don't have that. There's no big titty discount here. I think you need to go back in there and tell her what her real monthly payment is going to be. That's what's going to happen. I'm just saying. Let me see. TK Wright says, when I went to buy my Prius, I went in with both feminine and masculine energy. I was excited about the car, but still acted like I could take it or leave it. Okay. So you use masculine energy coming from a female. Okay. All right. I would say that you use masculine tactics, but I'm not necessarily sold on the energy part. But okay. All right. TK Wright says, I call that the big daddy voice. Okay. All right. So y'all see where I'm going with this. So, all right, so let's do some more scenarios. Okay. Job interview. Masculine energy or female energy? I mean, or feminine energy. Which one is going to secure the position? Or you could say even moving up in position, like looking for advance in position, like you want to move up to maybe managerial or whatever, supervisory or something like that. Which which energy is going to be more useful in you being able to get the job or to improve the job that you have? Which one of y'all think is better? Omar says, honestly, neutral with job interviews. That's a personality thing. I think there's a certain. No, I know what they look for. So no, I think. What do y'all think? What do you think? Job interview. Trying to secure the position. Feminine energy or masculine energy? Which one is going to get the job? Which one is going to get the job done? Masculine energy or female or feminine energy? Gray Matter says job interview, masculine energy. I'm interested in why you say masculine energy, Gray Matter. I agree, but I'm interested to know why you say so. I'm interested to know. I'm going to say I've known some women who couldn't get jobs if the interviewer was a woman. They couldn't get jobs if the interviewer was a woman because they were too busy trying to use their sexuality, feminine energy, in order to get a job. So if it was a woman sitting across from the desk and that woman ain't gay, she's very unimpressed that this chick came in here improperly dressed for a job interview. You know, short skirt, low cut blouse or something like that, showing cleavage and all of that. Like, you're not interviewing to get in the club, man. This is a professional environment. And you trying to fuck your way into this position, it ain't gonna work. Which is the reason I would say masculine energy. I would say masculine energy. Yeah. And that's not to say that all women or all feminine energy involves sexual what I want to say, not manipulation, but seduction or anything like that. I'm not saying that. Gray Matter says because men get the job done. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see. TK Wright says depends on the industry, Gray. Okay. I agree with that. Definitely depends on the industry. Omar says he's saying the interviewer. Okay. Buttercup 25. Buttercup 25 says hello, chat and host. I just got the job 2 days ago. Yay! I bonded with my female interviewer. It felt like a lunch date. All right. I'm interested, Buttercup. What makes you think that you use feminine energy? Because we really have to define what energy is. What makes you feel like you use feminine energy? Yeah, I'm just saying. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Por favor. Hit the like button. Hunk Sports is in the house. Mob dude. And he says, feminine energy in my house is nag energy. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. I can see how it could be perceived as such. But it's not always, feminine energy is definitely not always a bad thing. 9 times out of 10, it can be a really good thing. But in certain situations, you might need it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if your child gets suspended from school, if you're taking or is on the verge of getting expelled from school, if your child is going, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. If your children or somebody that you care about is in trouble with the law or is on the verge of being expelled from something or put in jail, in order to negotiate some leniency or some favor, what energy is needed? Masculine energy or feminine energy? Which one of y'all think? My man Keith Tyler is in the house. What's going on, my dude? Always good to see you, my man, my brother. My brother, what's good? Which one do y'all think? T. Carey Wright says feminine energy. Okay. What's the general consensus? Your child is getting has gotten suspended and is on the verge of being expelled from school. What energy is needed to calm the situation and negotiate your child back into school or out of jail? Feminine energy or masculine energy? Which one is going to win out the day? Which one is going to work better with the judge? Key Tyler says feminine energy. Okay. All right. Interesting. So we only have two opinions on that. Y'all thinking about it? Y'all putting y'all thinking caps on? What we got? Which energy is better? Getting your child reinstated in school or not being sent to the slammer, prison? Is that a poll question? No. The poll questions can only be answered yes or no. So everything can't be a poll question. As a poll, we're going to have a poll question, but it can't be that. The way they have the poll set up, there can only be yes or no questions. Keith Tyler says, foot the ass. Okay, Hong Kong Sports says feminine energy because a child is involved. Okay. Cheryl Halsey says, I agree with Carrie. Okay. I think in a situation when you are dealing with the law, I think that feminine energy is needed in that situation. Because contrary to how they say black women act, one thing that black women have historically been extremely good at in this country is dealing with the white man. That's also something that black men have been historically horrible with. Yeah. Black men don't do good with white judges, white lawyers, white laws, white legal systems. We don't do good with that at all. But women, even in the slavery days, black women would normally end good with the slave master. They could go to master and be like, master, come on, man, don't, like, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Don't sell him down the river. Don't, can you just do this for me and blah, blah, blah. And love it or hate it, white men have had good relationships with black women for as long as I can remember. I don't really see a lot of black women complaining about white men. Just real shit, especially at work. Now, they might have mad complaints about white women because black women and white women, but black women and white men at work? I'll be hearing white men singing black women. Oh, yeah, Keisha is the best. She's the best. Yeah, I mean, I really like Rashida. I mean, she is the greatest. Ra's my girl. She's my girl. I mean, yeah, she is really on it. She, black men be mad, and I get it. I mean, real shit. I like, oh, Bonquisha? Hey, man, Bonquisha's the man. No pun intended. Bonquisha's the man. Oh, my God, she is great. Shit. Black women can go to white man for anything. Niggas in the back hating. Like, fuck that. Fuck out of here. Don't worry about black man. She stopped your black ass from getting fired. I know you should be able to. You should be able to keep your job or your merit. But when has this country ever worked that way? Let your woman keep them cat o' nine lashes off your back and keep that money in your pocket. Stop. So yeah, I'm going to go with feminine energy. A woman is going to go in to that principal or that moderator and be like, listen, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. All he needs is a check. He's a good boy. He just follows the wrong crowd. Yo, I'ma beg y'all and I'ma say it loud. I need this boy to succeed. And even if the girl is on the same thing, we both bleed same blood, but it's running like a flood. We ain't got no other options. So I'm saying stop when if there are no more choices. But right now, I need y'all to lift every voices and sing and bring the boy back. I promise you won't hear no more at this tick time. Rhyme's gonna get sad, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you the books he read. It's really brighter than most would ever really know. Sometimes get crazy frustrated, yo. Just give him one more time for me. Yo, hook him up for me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. TK Wright says, my answer is regardless of race. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He says, I'm so fake mad at your slave using modern slang. Yeah. Slaves had TV back in the day. It's a little known fact that they try to deny. And Harriet Tubman had GPS. Because if y'all think that she found her way up north, if you think she found her way to Cairo by just following a compass or the moonlight or the sundial, you out of your goddamn mind. All right. Anyway, I know that she had a Garmin, or was it a TomTom? Oh, she had an Uncle Tom. Her GPS was an Uncle Tom. Anyway, Buttercup says our flowers has a power to snatch his soul, cause him to collapse. Cause him to collapse. All feminine energy to coerce in positive ways where it's needed. Slow down. Slow down. No, wait a minute. No, that's sometimes when feminine energy ain't gonna get it. But when it comes to the legal system, yeah, yeah, I tell you what, that the legal system is no real place for masculine energy. I mean, think about it. We talking about a plea. So, all right. Okay, so buying a house. Buying a house. Masculine energy or feminine energy? Which one is better? Buying a house. Masculine energy or feminine energy? Which one is going to be better? Buying a house. Y'all can take your time, just don't take too long. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to rush you, but just hurry up. Which one? Buying a house. Masculine energy needed or feminine energy needed? All right. TK Wright says, Matt, Cheryl, you can't say both. Both is not an option. This is a one answer. Every scenario has to be one. Listen, y'all gonna have to learn how to make decisions. It's got to be one or the other. It can't be both. Can't be both. One or the other. What we got? Okay, TK Wright says kind of like buying a car. You know why it's not like buying a car? Because when you buy a house, the seller sets the price of the house. So it's a done deal. The difference is going to be whether you buy the house or not. See, with all car sales, those prices are negotiable. They're not going to tell you that, but I'm telling you that. Every car sale, the price is negotiable. With houses, it's not house prices are not always negotiable. And what it takes to close the sale of a house is way different than what it takes to close a sale of a car. Like with a car, you don't have to put up no collateral. Down payment, whatever. But with a house, you gonna have to have some, depending on the price of the house, you better not, you ain't closing no sale without those closing costs. But those are thousands of dollars. You could wind up needing $30,000 in cash. It's a lot different from a car. You know what I mean? I don't know what car you could buy with you. I'm putting $30,000 down. What would you buy? A Ferrari? You ain't got to put down that much. All right. Let me see. TK Wright says some scenarios require both, like raising kids. Well, I do believe that you should have a man and a woman on hand. But when I say that there's only one answer, because we're looking for the best answer, and the best answer can't be both. So, I'm looking for the answer that is more probable, in your opinion. So, listen, I mean, I know sometimes people have a hard time choosing, but even not to choose is making a choice. So, So okay, so you say masculine is still your answer when it comes to when it comes to buying a house. Okay. Buttercup says, I agree. Children need. Oh, God. All right. Okay. 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 All right. So when it comes to a house, mm, okay, Cheryl says that you need feminine energy when it comes to buying a house. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, hmm. If I break that down, the house thing a little bit more, my expectations when it comes to buying a house on the feminine energy side, I think that a woman will probably look at a lot more houses than a man will look at. I'm thinking that a man will probably choose like one out of three, but I don't see masculine energy going to 10 open houses. I see females doing that. I see females doing that. So that's why I think that there's a clear cut answer here. You know what I mean? Um, when I go to the supermarket, grocery store for some of y'all, when I go to the market, I'm out of there in no less than 30 minutes, unless I get caught up at the meat counter, and there are a lot of people. Other than that, if I don't have to go to the meat counter, I'm out of the market, and like I can be out of there in 5-10 minutes because I know exactly what I want before I would go there. I've never seen a woman do that. They going through every aisle. They looking at shit. They pulling things off the shelf. Oh, what's this? Oh, I never saw this before. Oh, I wonder what this tastes like. Women tend to explore a little bit more, check a little bit more, um, take a little longer to make a decision. Men are like, yeah, I want the cream of wheat. I want I want the whole milk. I want the Velveeta cheese. I want the pork chops, and give me some Hellman's Hellman's mayonnaise, and we out of here. Like if a man is going up every aisle, that is not masculine energy. He is definitely living out. He is definitely looking. I'm living out his vagina between the legs energy. All right. TK Wright says you can end up overpaying for a house or getting charged extra points on your loan. Okay. Buttercup says, I'm sorry, TK Wright says, Buttercup wasn't here earlier when we were first talking about kids. Okay. TK Wright says, my ex-husband was definitely the one wanting to look at multiple houses. I knew what house I wanted right away. But could it be that he had more feminine energy and you had more I don't know. All right. Buttercup says we make houses homes. That's why a man would include his woman on decision making, both energies. All right. TK right says I'm in and the fuck out of the store, or I'll use delivery because I hate lingering in stores. Okay. Well, that separates you from most women. Cause they be in that motherfucking market. Up and down the aisles, up and down the aisles, up and down the aisles, up and down the I've seen even at the meat counter, they be there for a long ass time. I hate being if I got a ticket, I could she had ticket number 9 and I had ticket number 10. I felt like I had ticket number 25 being behind number 9. Cause she was taking forever. Oh yeah, and I need me some pimento loaf. Yo, can I sample this cheese? Oh, what this tastes like? Y'all just got that? Okay, well let me have like $1.50 worth of that. Let me just taste it. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. You can put that in the bag too. Okay, and I need the meat package number 167 and 25. And don't let her be using food stamps. God damn. Oh man. Simon says, what's going on with Elon Musk? I don't know, man. I just hope he keeps doing what he's doing so we can get him the fuck on the pot. I want him to mess up so bad that I want him to squeeze the life out of Trump supporters to the point where they like, yo, man, we can't do this no more. I can't do it no more. TK Right says, not all men respect their women's opinions. That's why that's why I just, you put the eyes up there. I was using the real one. Like, Now, where I think that is true is that the man will buy a house and let the woman make it into the home. But a man might know more about the house, the actual house structure, certain things dealing with infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's really sound, whether it's on a good foundation. Women, some women, not all women, they see what they like and they just be like, oh, yeah, I want this one. Like, this is a 3-bedroom. We got 6 kids. Yeah, but this one cute. Like, listen, man. It might be better for y'all to rehearse y'all roles before y'all go up in there. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so the house thing, yeah, I'm going with masculine energy on that one. And I hate to say it, but overall, when it comes to money matters, I'm going with masculine energy. I hate to say it. That's not to say that men don't blow money. But when it comes to major purchases, okay. Yeah. And a lot of things that come with money. Now, women are becoming very highly educated these days. They're running their own businesses. They're doing well. So there may be a shift in the way things are going. Women may be a lot better with money nowadays than they may have been previously. The conditioning is different. The expectations are different. But I think historically, if I'm thinking from a historical perspective, when it comes to the money matters, I'm probably going to go with the man more often than I am with the women. More than likely. Okay. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? Good to see me, some you. And TK Wright says, some situations require logic or more logic rather than emotion. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why when we was talking about the situation where your child may get suspended from school or may be in trouble with the law, that's why I think feminine energy is probably more valued in those situations, because logic ain't going to get it. I just think that the emotions might be better in those situations, because a woman might be more likely to humble herself than a man might. He might try to say, well, the law says blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, but the evidence says that he did it. All right. Great Matter says, what's good, son? I'm feeling like a real man today. Man, I need you feeling like a real man every day. No days off, 24/7, 365, 12 months a year. You understand what I'm saying? 52 weeks. Don't never stop feeling like a real man should. Ever. Ever. Rock your testosterone. 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 Don't never leave it all alone or at home. Make sure you be like a man. That don't mean that you can't be 100 grand. It don't mean that you gotta be mean, but make sure that you keep your ball straight on the scene. No Diddy, no pity city. No, don't act like a man with titties. Everything is gonna be alright, cause I'm declaring you a real man tonight. Everything is gonna be okay. Just make sure that you let the nuts know today. Everything is gonna be good. Yo, let's get something understood. Yo, yeah. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. You don't blast it. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. Yo, with your face, they don't play. You know how it is when you feel your balls hang. Everything is gonna be okay, man. Yo, stand 10 toes down. Don't let nobody ever fuck around. You was born with the testosterone. Yeah, your femininity ain't shown. It's gonna be alright. You know what I'm talking about? Rocking with all your might. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. Rock your testosterone today. You're feeling like a real man should today. Yes, damn said. Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. All right, so if you're just coming in, we've been talking about when we need feminine energy and when we need masculine energy. So we're talking about scenarios where either feminine energy might be the best for that situation, for those scenarios, and situations where masculine energy may be a better call. So, we were talking about raising children. We were talking about buying a car, from a car dealership. We were talking about what were we talking about? Oh, your kid getting suspended from school, or your children being in trouble with the law. So we're going over situations where we are sharing our opinions on whether feminine energy or masculine energy might be might be best or better for the situation. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Buttercup says, great debate. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed being all feminine all of the time. You all have a lovely night. I'll see you all soon. Well, thanks for coming through, Buttercup. Appreciate you. So it's all good. Yo, make sure you hit that like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about when feminine energy is needed, when masculine energy is needed. So let's do another scenario. Let's do another scenario. Another scenario. Sex. What's better when it's time for a man and a woman to have a sexual encounter? What energy is more favorable? Feminine energy or masculine energy? Now, I realize this might be a little tougher, and this is a preference, but everything we've been talking about is more of a preference thing because it's opinion based. Now, if you say that in sexual situations, feminine energy might be better, it may be because you may value the more seductive type of encounter or approach to sexual activity. If you say that masculine energy may be better, you may be saying that because you are thinking more about either patience or aggression. Patience or aggression. Which one is in more control favorably? Which one is in more control or better control favorably when it comes to sex? Feminine energy or masculine energy? What do y'all think? Okay, TK Right says, are you asking which energy we prefer from our partner? We prefer from... Yeah, that's good enough. Which one? No. Well, actually, kind of no. Because I'm asking... Fuck it, yeah. All right, let's say yes. Shirley Show says, how about no, there's no both. Oh my God, y'all Geminis kill me. No. One answer. One. Today. There's one day you can't have both. There is no both. Both can't be better. One has to be better than the other. I don't care if it's only 1 micrometer better. It's still better. It still wins. So no. There's no both. I'm not even reading it. Look at this dickhead. Damn, he got hit quick. The one and only Nicole, he got hit quick. Pow! Bow! Bow! Get out of here! Get out of here. Gary Wright says, from my partner, I prefer masculine energy. Sure, Husband says, but the days vary. Nope, not tonight. Not tonight, Satan. You gonna choose tonight. Tonight is the night. Ray Matter says, son, positive as fuck. We trying to get there, my dude. All right, we need a poll question. Let's do. We an hour in. Let's do a poll question. Let's see. I need a yes or no poll question. Let me see. All right, let me see. Do niggas be tripping? Yes or no? Do women be bugging? Yes or no? Let me see. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Give me just a second, y'all. I got it. Okay. This is a little off, but it's a poll question nonetheless. Do you practice rehearsing what you're going to say when you're in unfamiliar situations? So if you're going on a job interview, if you're going to a hearing or something like that, do you normally practice what you're going to say, or do you wait until you get there and see what the energy is and just play it by ear and like basically freestyle, come off the head? All right, so that's the poll question. Do you practice rehearsing what you are going to say when you're in unfamiliar situations? Do you practice? Some people might say they practice, but you can tell that they didn't. And you can kind of tell by how they get easily thrown off of a square when they get, questioned about something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Great Matter says, nah, son, you don't realize man's gotta be masculine and females gotta be feminine. That's the perfect union, the way it is intended to be in sex. Both are necessary. I understand what you're saying. But when you approach a sexual situation, there is either going to be masculine energy or like somebody has to take the lead. I guess that's the best way to say it. somebody's going to have to take the lead. So it's either the feminine energy is going to take the lead, you know, with the lingerie or you know what I mean, ass hanging out, you know, the candles, rose petals, bath drawn, chocolate, strawberries, whipped cream. That's all feminine shit. Man shit might be on some massage shit. You know what I mean? It might be, you know, paying for the hotel. Basically contracting out. Touchy-feely. You know? So one has to be the leader. Now, don't get me wrong. There are no right or wrong answers here because this is opinion based. It doesn't mean that we can't come up with something. It doesn't mean that we can't come up with some consistencies. That's all I'm saying. See, these allergies are leading with animal energy. Goddamn animals. The goddamn animals. All right. TK Ray says, Gray, I agree, but some scenarios require more of one or the other. Cheryl says, even when you're going to grandma's house, you'll have to prepare yourself a little for what she might ask you. That's true. But that's more of a familiar situation. Now you might have a grandmother that come off the head so often that you might not know what she's going to say, but you know your grandmother. You know what I mean? In a job interview, you may not know what they're going to say, what they're going to ask you. You may have a general idea of what they're going to question you about or talk to you about, but you may not know for sure. Shirley Show says, I like to start one way and end another. Outcome being very successful. Yeah, but is it female? Is it feminine energy or masculine energy? I see what you're trying to do. You're not slick. I see. I see what you tried to do. I just want you to know I'm on you. I'm on your biscuit. I saw you. I saw what you tried to do, Cheryl. And it ain't the first time you tried to do it. So, you know what I mean? You. Yeah, right. Says feline energy. Oh, God. Yeah. Great Matter says, how can someone even prepare for a situation they don't even know they're going to be in? Well, I'm talking about when something is unfamiliar, it doesn't mean that you don't know about it. You just may not know how it's going to work. So like I said, the job interview, you don't know what the interviewer is going to talk to you about, but you may have a general idea of the questions that they might ask. So I'm just asking, do you prepare yourself? Do you practice what you're going to say? I mean, it's a good thing to do. It really is. It's a good thing to do because at least you have a blueprint of ideas that of a pattern that you're going to follow. You may not be able to stick with it from alpha to omega, but it's better. Preparation is always better to go in. You know, it's always better to be prepared than unprepared. That's whether you know the person or not. So, for example, when I was doing comedy, you know, we had to practice all the time. You know, I've seen comics go up there and don't really have a set, or don't want to do their set. So they skipping around with a bunch of different jokes just trying to see which ones will work. So I've seen comics say jokes all out of order. And when I mean all out of order, I mean not only were they not following a set, but they weren't even, like, some of the materials they was talking about was dated. Like, here it is in the middle of May and you doing Halloween jokes. I've seen this shit happen. And they saying them shits like we was talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, had they practiced, they would have been better at reading the room, and they would have been better at staying focused. Because it's really obvious when you're not really sure of what you're supposed to do next or say next or whatever. And it can get ugly up there. It can get ugly out there. So yeah. Shoot, I mean, you might even have to practice. Let's say you and your girl have a falling out. You have a falling out, and so it's time for y'all to have that talk. You might want to practice what you're going to say, even if you're in the right, because you might be dealing with a chick that can make you feel like you're wrong, even though you're dead right. But she might use her manipulative ways to make you look like you was the one that was fucking up. You. Gray Matter says, son, should men chase women? If not, how can a man get a woman's adoration? How is a man supposed to act around women? And my man Troy McNeil, Troy Diesel is in the house. Hold on.
You have a call from.
All right. Hold on just a second. Shirley Shirley says, when you walking past the projects and see a lot of guys standing around and there's no other way to go but that way, what goes through your mind? Well, it depends on what age I was. When I was about 14 or 15, and let's say if I find myself walking past a high rise project building, something in me is really going to want to change my route. But me being who I am, I would just keep on that same thing. And that might not have been the best choice. And there have been times when it was proven to have been a poor choice. Projects back in the day, the high-rise projects used to be a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Just what 13th and Catherine, Raymond Rosen, you know what I mean? The Queen Lane projects around the corner from where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't sweet like that. Like, it was other ways you could get to A and B besides going past the projects. Unless, of course, you was going in the projects. But, hey, that's a chance you take. I want to address, before I get to Troy, I want to address what Gray Matter was saying. Should men chase women? I don't like to use the word chase. But I do believe that a man should go for his and be assertive and be assertive, not aggressive, but be assertive and laying out there what he wants, what his intentions are, what he's trying to do. So if you like a chick, you've already, you start to talk to her, let her know what direction that you're trying to go into. Now, more than likely, she's either going to be with it, and if she is, she's going to invite you to, go to move forward. If she ain't with it, more than likely, she's going to shut it down from the beginning. Unless she's after something that you promised her that she thinks that she can get for free, like money. You know what I mean? Like if you, I think it's very unwise for a man to ever start out a relationship with, you know, on the monetary side, like trying to impress a chick with money. You don't, because there ain't no other way out with that. From now on, that's what it's going to be. You are in a pay to play situation. So I would say, give her your personality, give her you, give her who you are, give her your honesty, give her your love, give her your trust, give her your integrity. You know, give her your you know what they say, your all you got is your word and your balls. Well, yeah, give her a healthy dose of both. All right, so on the line right now, call up with the last number is 97797. My man Troy, what's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. What's going on with you?
Feeling like a real man should. You already know.
Yo, bro, your brother gotta go on work compensation, man.
What?
Gotta go on work comp, man.
What happened? What happened?
About a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was taking some dishes in the kitchen, some pots and stuff. I just got finished making a couple soups. Slipped in the kitchen. I didn't fall, but I jammed my knee. And, you know, I'm like, the pain gonna go away. It ain't gonna be that bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I might have tore something, bro.
Oh.
I might have tore something, man. And I'm worried this might be the end of the career, bro. So I gotta wait to go get an MRI on my knee.
Oh, okay.
Find out what's going on.
Are you in pain now?
Yes, like a motherfucker. Like an elephant with a split in his foot, like on the cartoons.
Well, but how's your spirit?
Oh, you know it's fucked up, bro. You know it's fucked up. To the podcast family, I like to say what's going on. Sorry for being so somber, but that's what's going on with me. But yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to shake it. I had to go on work comp today, bro. So it's my first day. I gotta wait to get the claim. I just got the claim number. Gotta wait for them to call me. Gotta go through the process. Then I gotta schedule my MRI and find out what's going on.
Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry that happened, man. That's messed up.
Look, on my tombstone, there's gonna be never a dull moment. That's what's gonna be on there. Either that or there's always some shit. That's my life, bro. So back to your question. You said it can't be two. That Gemini shit, right?
Yeah, it can't be both.
That's what you say. When you point your finger into your damn camera. Like that. Well, I'm fucking laughing because you got your finger right at the camera.
That's right.
You said it can't be two.
It can't be both.
Right?
It
can't be both.
It can't be both.
It has to be just a little bit of pixie dust of one or both. Just a little, not a lot. Because at some point in time, right, now I'm not saying a man should be masculine, but I don't think that a man should have all masculinity in it. You know how to pronounce that shit.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because I just think that some femininity has to be in there, man. I'm not talking about, hey, how you doing, Professor Ogilvy? Not that part. I'm talking about you have to be able to be there for your woman in a feminine way, other than just sitting up here or be there for anybody in a feminine way. You can't just be walking around mean mugging or upset or being all tough all the time. You know what I mean? Like I told my son one time, my son came to me, he's an adult, he's 25, and he was emotional because he was going through some changes. And I told him, I said, the best thing a man can do is cry. Because at the end of the day, that's what makes you a man. A man that don't cry. I don't think that you can't sit up here and say I'm a man and you walking around holding things in. You can't hold everything in, because when it does come out, it's gonna come out at the wrong time to the wrong person, and that's you get end up on the first 48.
Okay.
Or it's locked up, period, because it's coming out the wrong way because you're not releasing it. So sometimes, yes.
So wait. All right. So when I talk about masculine energy versus feminine energy, I'm looking at it more like men are looking at things more from a logical standpoint, and women are expected to look at things from more of an emotional standpoint. It doesn't mean that either or can't think. It doesn't mean that women can't think logically, and it doesn't mean that men can't act emotionally. But all right, I don't know how long you was listening to this show, but in the beginning we were given certain scenarios to see what energy would probably be best for reaching a successful outcome in certain scenarios. So we talked about raising kids. We talked about when your kids might get into trouble, like getting suspended from school, taking them back, or if they were in danger of getting expelled or getting in trouble with the law. What energy will be better to handle that situation? Now, right. the man or the woman can do it, but what energy would they use in those situations? What energy would most likely wield a successful outcome, or at least what you were looking for?
Well, let's go to the situation with the situation about the school. Your son or daughter getting suspended. Yeah. That energy right there should be more masculine but stern, because number one, it depends on what they get suspended for. But you can't go in there not being on your child's side. So you have to be more masculine and stern. It can't be a feminine type of thing. You know what I'm saying? If it's your daughter,
wait. No, your child might have actually done it. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta do it.
If your child is getting,
I gotta do it. When she went to school, I had to go there one time, man. Because I think she might have took some girl's cell phone in the toilet, and I'm saying to myself, I can see her doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, so if your child is about to get expelled from school, that's not going to be from a one-time incident. So your kid did it. Like, it's a funny thing because parents know when their child most likely did something or didn't, and they know when their child is a liar or not. So it's impossible to go to school or stand in front of the judge and lie for your kids and say that they don't lie when goddamn well they lie to you all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
the thing about it is it's impossible to do it, but you gotta do it for some reason. You gotta do it.
You don't have to do it. All right. Listen, bro. You can be on your child's side, but not necessarily defend what they did.
No. If they have evidence that she did it, then I'm gonna have to deal with that. That's what my feminist side wants to do. Like, why would you do? Why would you do that? What's the reason behind it?
Well, see,
but if I don't know that they got evidence on it, no, she didn't. I know she didn't. It's not my daughter. But inside my head is running like, I know the fuck she did this shit. Like, what the fuck?
You gonna lose.
I gotta defend this.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to lose in that situation. That's more than likely a situation where you need to just go ahead and fall back or stand down. So we were saying that feminine energy is probably the best in that scenario, because a woman in that scenario, a woman might not have a problem being like, listen, you know, they messed up. I'm sorry. Can they please have another chance? I can guarantee you that we will get this situation straightened out and they will not make that mistake again. But, you know, masculine energy might try to do exactly what you was trying to do. You're going there, denying, you know, being worse than the kid. Like, you know, them motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, so we see where they get this bullshit from. You trying to we got her on tape. She right there on the video. They don't look like her to me.
There you go. Now they got her on video. Or he got about 4 or 5 other kids that saw her do it. Then I gotta go with the feminine energy. But if you don't have no evidence of this, I gotta sit back and go and be on my son and do it aside.
If you forget about the suspension, if your child is about to get expelled or about to go to youth study center, it don't matter what you think they did. You know what I mean? You need to do whatever you need to do at that time to reverse the situation. So you ain't all your lawyer qualities ain't going to get it. Can you please take these cuffs off? That's what I need you to do. What do I need to do for my baby to be able to come home tonight? Or to be able to come to, or to be able to go to school on Monday? What needs to be done?
So let me ask you a question. If you're a man and you go in there and you allow the femininity to kick in, do an emotional tear come out? Should emotional tear come out?
Let me tell you like this. All right. My late great father, whose birthday is today, I might add.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Yeah, happy heavenly birthday. All right. My brothers went to Scotland School for Veterans Children, right?
Right.
They was fucking up. They would be fucking up there all the time. They was always talk about, you know, they ain't never had no problem with the schoolwork. They could do the work. But they was using their intelligence to do all kinds of other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my baby brother was always trying to get himself kicked out of the school anyway because he wanted to come home to Philly.
Right.
So my dad used to be telling me, it used to be so funny. It'd be another scenario where they was talking about putting him out, and he used to be like, Omar, I gotta go up here and get on my knees for the white man one more time. Yeah. He used to have me dying because he was joking and he was telling the motherfucking truth. Basically, he was saying the only way he not gonna get kicked out is if I beg these motherfuckers and guarantee them that he is gonna straighten up, fly right, get his shit together, improve, fall in line, be consistent, and stop causing trouble. And he wasn't going to be able to do that standing by my brother and being like, I know you ain't do it. I don't know where they getting this shit from. He living up there with them. They know what the fuck he doing. You don't know what he doing. He only home for a couple of months out of the year. He up there for the other 10 months. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he knew the drill. I gotta go. That was a quote. I gotta go and get on my knees for the white man once again. Please don't kick my nigga son out of the school. He used to have me crying. I used to be like, "Can I go with you?"
No, you can't go.
I want to see this shit. it was too much. And he did wind up getting himself kicked out. He wasn't going to stop till he did. So it was what it was. So yeah, feminine energy all day. Gotta humble yourself.
Well, I don't want that. There's a difference then, because he humbled himself. Is humbleness part of being feminine?
Well, for
I'm just asking the question.
It's more on the feminine side. But if you think about feminine energy being more submissive, so yeah, you might look at that as more feminine energy than masculine energy.
You know, when you try to see, when you tell a man that he having feminine energy, they get upset. Even when it's just being humble, because to me, humbleness and femininity is two different things, but they're one and the same. You know what I mean?
See,
it's two different things, but they could be one and the same.
Yeah. So like I was saying, we're defining masculine energy being closer to logic and feminine energy being closer to emotion. So whereas men might try to be a little bit more mathematical, take a more mathematical approach, woman might take more of a psychological approach. And either one of them can be welcome depending on the situation.
Right. I can understand that part.
Hold on. In the chat, Cheryl wrote something that is hilarious. She said your child wrote on the walls. No, she didn't. What's in her hand? Markers. How do you know it was her? She wrote her name. She's not the only one with that name.
That shit happened to me.
Oh my God.
When I was in my graffiti days, my first year, second year at Bach, I was going around Bach I was hitting on the wall, putting my head on the wall with graffiti. I was also putting it in my book. I was writing on my paper while I was in class. So all of a sudden, they came to me while I was sitting in my class. It was like, Troy, we need you to come to the office. And he was like, I think we found some graffiti on the wall throughout the school. And from my knowledge, we found out that you've been writing on the walls. I said, I ain't been writing on the walls. He said, well, what's that on your fucking book? I said, that's not my book. Yo, it's your real name and your graffiti name on it, man. Somebody must have took my book then. I was going around the school scrubbing the fucking walls, man. Sandpaper. And then I had to turn back around, come in during the week, doing one of my during lunch and paint whatever I had to paint, man, just so they wouldn't call my mom. Do not call that woman. Do not call that woman. My mom is can work on left and right hand. Put the phone in the left hand and hit you in the head with the right hand. She was very at that time, she was very Muhammad Ali-ish like that.
Very Muhammad Ali-ish. Okay.
Yeah, very, very Muhammad Ali-ish. You know, and her favorite line is, go get in the shower. Especially when she want to put you, go ahead and get in the shower. Take a shower tonight.
Wow.
If you don't take one any other time, take one tonight. Watch what happens. For real, boy. Those are the good times. You get out that shower, boy. You get that wet whip. I ain't never get it, because I knew better. I underneath the bed. Figure asthma attack. I had asthma real bad. She go to hit me, I'd be like, I need my pulse, Bob. No, you don't, motherfucker. No, the fuck you don't. Yes, I do. My asthma triggered.
Yeah, that's that old school shit.
You
Yeah,
gotta play the game, boy. You got, hey, God gave it to you. He gave you asthma. We better work it.
yeah,
You better work it.
yeah. 5-year-olds be faking asthma all the time. Yeah, that ain't got nobody out of an ass whooping yet.
Yeah.
You just be
Hey, back in the day,
asthmatic.
as the parents get younger, they know not to fall for the woolly boomer. But my mom did. She had this stuff called sympathy, and she was now. I was on me and my middle brother. That's now a pastor. We was the only two that didn't get our ass beat. My older brother and my sister, shit. I call my sister General Electric. She used to get her ass beat with a extension cord so much every time she walked around the house, the electric came on.
Oh my God.
One time she walked around the house, I was just like, I was walking around singing the old GE song. GE, we bring the things to living, we bring the things to life. I mean, damn. She was the inventor. My sister was the inventor of the FEFE report card. FEFE. That shit used to spell words. Feed. Let's go feed.
All right, let's get back on track. This feminine energy. And
you was talking about the comedy aspect of it too.
No, we not doing.
Yeah.
No.
I was talking about when you said about thinking before you say something. Like when you get there, do you start thinking about what you're gonna say?
Practicing what you say.
Practicing.
That's the poll question.
Yeah, yes. At some point in time, I do practice what I'm gonna say. Like for interviews, I practice what I'm gonna say, or the analogy you gave with the comedy aspect. You know, because when you do comedy, and we both did comedy, you know, you think about what you want to say before you hit the stage. But even when you get on the stage, you got to analyze your crowd. So now you got to sit back and redo certain things. You know, people don't have an understanding. That's why people think comedy is so easy. I mean, you know, you already got your set ready, and then the crowd can't understand what you're talking about because it's a dominantly white crowd. Now you got to sit back and say, "Damn, what I got to talk about?" We both, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You got to switch your pitch up. You know, so I mean, that's definitely job interviews. Shit, even when you get ready to talk to the female. You start, when you see that female, before you even say something out your mouth, you start, you know, analyzing what words you want to say.
Okay, well. Let's take when you step to when a man steps to a woman to try to get with her. Which energy is better for that situation? Male energy, masculine energy, or feminine energy?
Well, I'm gonna digress to you first because I got to see your knowledge because I know you. I just want to see what you say.
Well, it's going to be masculine energy for me because I'm not too good at the. It's going to be masculine energy for me because what I'm going to use what I'm more consistent at. You know what I'm saying? So from a young age, I wasn't that good at appealing to the sensitivities of women upon meeting them. I had to get to know them in order to be able to readjust certain things. But so, you know, I just gave them me. So yeah, it was always going to be masculine energy. So that works for me. Have I seen men who use feminine energy do better? I have. I've seen that. So it.
But what's the feminine way? Like, what does talking to a woman in a feminine way include? Like,
he might,
I mean,
he might soften his voice. He might soften his whole approach. He might appeal more to her sensitivities rather than his own desires. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he might try to appease or please her and try to find out what she wants and be that instead of being himself if it was the opposite of what he thought that she wanted. So like like when Biggie is saying in Big Papa, when he be like, I ask you what your interests are, who you be with, what numbers to die. You know what I'm saying? So he's really approaching women from a more feminine approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's all about what she wants. It's not about what he wants. Now he's going to get what he wants eventually.
Yeah.
But he's doing it by appealing to her feminine sensitivities. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that it wasn't that he wasn't a man, but he took the more feminine energy approach to getting with her. So with me, it wouldn't have went that way.
So what approach did he take when he told the girl, "You look so damn good, I suck on your"? What approach was that? Was it the laughter approach?
We're not doing that. We're not doing it.
Every time I turn around, somebody threw that in my face about Biggie.
I
just always thought that was some pimp shit that a pimp would say.
No, it's not. It's something that nobody should say ever. He was tripping. And that wasn't the only thing he was tripping with. I
already know.
He had mad pause lines. That motherfucker was bugging. But I don't know why they bringing it up now, because I was talking about it then. Like, yo, what's up with you? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Oh, all right. Oh, wilding. But yeah.
But I can understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. So masculine energy, you might express what you trying to do and what you want, you know what I mean? And then try to lead her in the direction to follow you. In the feminine energy way, you may be giving her the lead. Like, all right, what you want to do? What's good for you? So, either one can work. You know what I mean? The ultimate goal is that you get what you're looking for. But you probably going to hear about it later on when they say that you didn't change this, whatever.
Well, I mean, how you start is how you got to continue.
I've never subscribed to that.
Well, you said something that I was sitting up here listening to, because when you said something about it when you was talking about you got to give women this, that, and other. You can't just give them money. You can't give them money and that's the part I'm talking about. Like, if you go in just giving them money, you can't stop them because that's the narrative that you created.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You was looking for a gold digger, now you got one, because she ain't going to change. You can best believe.
Like when my brother on my father's side got married, he got engaged first, and her engagement ring cost me maybe $6,000-7,000, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? No, I said, because if you give her a $6,000-7,000 engagement ring, you can't go below that with the wedding band. You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right? Am I right on that?
That's it. But the foundation had to already be laid. If you paying that much for the engagement ring, then you've already been Gucci and Louis your way on up to the ring in the first place.
Right.
Ain't no turning back now.
You can't fall back now. Like I told this boy before. He said, man, me and my girl, we going on all the trips. We going on cruises. We going on here. I said, y'all been together? Oh, we've been together for 2-3 years. I said, so where the honeymoon gonna be at? The moon? I said, you taking her everywhere, honeymoon spots already. Then you might as well get married. You taking her places as if this is just your girl. You gotta save something for special trips. You can't just go, well, we're gonna go to Cancun, then we're gonna go over here to other places, like what? Dominican, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. You going to all these cruises, you going to all these other places, but you're not married. And I'm not saying you gotta be married, but you're taking away. Then when you get married and you gotta go to a honeymoon, what you gonna say? We're going to Atlantic City, man. You can't do it. We're going to the Poconos. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay,
you're not going to land right.
Let me ask you this.
I mean, what you think about that?
Well, let me ask you this. Have you and your wife, like, did y'all decide which one of y'all were gonna approach certain situations when it came to either y'all business affairs or y'all or like dealing with the kids or whatever? Like, for example, let's say y'all needed, let's say y'all had a house and y'all needed work done on the house. Which one would be the one who got the contractors, you or her? Which one would do better at that? Which one would be better at that?
Well, it depends. Now, it depends on that, because I will be better at getting them, either or, because it depends on who we know. You know what I'm saying? If you already got a rapport with people, like within the family, or you got a rapport with people that you grew up with, then you can get, then that's how it would go. Like, if I know somebody, like I grew up with a couple boys that do contractor work, I got a couple plumbing friends, I got people that do auto body and auto mechanics. So yes, I'm going to reach out to them. Mm-hmm. But if I turn back around and I tell them I got this, got that, and then we sit down, we talk to them, and they try to push them prices up, right? Then we'll both sit down and be like, well, let's go the other route. Let's see what your people say. And then I'll let her deal with that part. And then we'll sit down and discuss how much they're talking, and then we come to a mutual decision on how we're going to deal with it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think both of us come together with that. You know, whether it's even with going on trips, you know, sometimes I let her deal with that part, you know, and I try my best to deal with the financial part, you know, or we come together. Well, wait. You know, sometimes you have to agree to disagree. You have to agree to disagree sometimes when it comes to, you have to come to one common goal. One common goal. You know, I ain't going to fuck here. No, I ain't going to fuck there. All right. We can go ahead.
You're straying too far away from what I'm asking.
No, what you're asking me is that when it comes to making decisions based on like contractor work or certain things, do I make a decision or do she make a decision? And it goes both ways.
Not necessarily the decision. I'm saying who's better for getting the work done?
She is.
All right.
She is.
There you go.
She is.
All right.
She is.
You know what I mean? It's cut and dry. You know what I mean? There might be, you just said that when it comes to money matters, then it might be better for you because you might be better at on the financial front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, even if it's a situation where she might make more money, she might not be as good at handling the money. at managing, where she might be better at producing. You know what I'm saying? But so the reason I asked about the contractor thing is because there are scenarios where you might need to send your woman in to do some of the negotiations because she might have a softer approach, or you might just know, like, look, this dude, I know he kind of sweet on my wife. She ain't gonna fuck with him, but she gonna, you know what I mean? She's gonna make sure that we get the right price. He gonna hook her up, just on some old, on some old desire shit. So it might be better. Like she might be able to get it done for 800. She might be able to get it done for 800 where it was going to cost 1,200 if you went in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna do the steps and the railing, whereas you wasn't going to do nothing but get the deck.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, and that's so. I always used to tell her that. I tell her, sometimes it's best that you talk business. Women talk better business with men because men are more sympathetic to women in some aspects.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a time for masculine energy and there's a time, and there's a time. That's what I'm saying. For certain situations, there is a better one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When my mom and my dad, my bad. When my stepmom and my dad, when they got contractors to do the work, they always wound up getting jerked. You know what I mean? Because the two of them together meant more money. They looking at, all right. So, and it didn't help. It definitely didn't help that my stepmom was a white woman. So like, one thing that's not going to happen is a black man with a white wife is getting a discount.
Not now.
Sorry, Charlie. You know what I mean? Them contracts, I used to just be looking like, oh my God. You know what I mean? A woman that's perceived to be a single mom or whatever, she gonna get the hookup. You know what I mean? You can kick it like you just came home from jail or you know what I mean, just came back in her life after the work is done. Fall back
after the work done.
All right, look at it this way. If y'all need emergency food stamps, who going in, the man or the woman?
Oh no, that's right.
You know what I mean? You know your black man ass ain't getting no goddamn food stamps. But guess who is? She gonna step off with a stack. A stack and food stamps, emergency shit. You ain't getting shit.
She might come out not just with the EBT card, but the old paper food stamps.
She gonna get that. You know how like during COVID, they was giving out food stamps for every child. Every child you get a card. You get a card. You get a card. This shit was crazy. So yeah.
And every time you went on TikTok or some YouTube or Instagram, everybody was eating seafood.
So
big ass crab legs and jumbo shrimp.
Right. So there are clearly situations where masculine energy may be better and feminine energy may be better in other situations. But you have to kind of know where you are with it. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with there's a time for partnership, and there's a time you're like, nah, look, you go handle this. I'm gonna fall back. You know what I mean? Like, look, all right, for this scenario, you're gonna be the hooker. I'm gonna be the pimp. So I'm gonna set you up with this shit. If you start getting crazy, I'm coming in, cutting and shooting. But you go in there and get this money. But yeah, but there are definitely times where masculine energy is preferred and female energy or feminine energy might be preferred over that. But you have to know where you are with it. You know what I mean? You have to be self-aware. And there's nothing wrong with preparing ahead of time. You can't freestyle your way through life all the time. You know what I mean? You can be good at it, but somebody's going to easily trip you up with that. Just like when you started to talk about the comedy thing. You know what I mean? Cats would get up there and you could tell when they didn't really practice they set. So they jumping all around. Like I don't know if you heard me earlier when I was saying that people was doing, I've seen people do Halloween jokes and then here it is the middle of May. Like, okay, it's a funny joke, but it don't fit. You know what I mean? Like you can clearly tell that you was just going for whatever jokes you could remember at the time. You didn't prepare for this.
You reaching real hard.
But even when you're talking about the comedy stage, if you look at the comics on a particular show, you can clearly see female energy and male energy, or feminine energy and masculine energy. You can clearly see it. And a lot of times in comedy, feminine energy works. It works a lot. You know what I mean? Especially with chicks, with dudes who wear the dresses and do the impressions and all of that. All that shit is female, it's feminine energy.
The thing about it, my thing is that when you're doing a comedy show, is almost similar to being an R&B singer. If you're an R&B singer, you want the men to enjoy you. But if you get the women, you pretty much set. You know what I mean? If the women are laughing, the men gonna laugh with her. You know what I mean? Because you can't, if you got that room like that and all the women laughing, that boy gonna laugh. Because they together. And you want to enjoy the time with her just in case you might want to hit later on. You ain't gonna go in there, if she not laughing, that motherfucker better not be laughing, especially if it's a joke about them. You know what I mean? But if she laughing, you better enjoy your night.
It's funny because when I think about it, the comedy stage probably is geared more towards feminine energy. It is. But you know what? I'm also thinking that when it comes to music in the bands, it's more geared towards masculine energy.
Right, it's more geared to masculine energy that women like.
I'm talking about the performance itself.
Oh yeah, stage performance. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's more masculine energy.
Yeah, most definitely. But see, when I'm talking about not so much stage presence, I'm talking about listening to music. Period. Before you even hit the stage, women. If you're gearing your music, like let's just take Babyface. Just that whole Whip Appeal album alone just set the tone. So when he went on tour, women loved him. So when women love him, the men won't follow behind him. Oh, I love that motherfucking Babyface. But for real, you do. I like him too. So they fall into one group. Whereas though, if you sit back and be like, if a woman's man be like, I love that sexy red, and she be like, fuck that bitch. Different scenario. I don't like that nasty ass bitch. Fuck her. And that's the difference. So when you sit back and when you talk about other aspects of feminine energy and masculine energy, I agree wholeheartedly that, it's a time to use it, it's time not to use it. And that's on both parts. Mm-hmm. But you just got to know when not to use it and when to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has to be the scenario of, you know, I got to use this shit right here. I got to be humble. And what I've learned tonight is that humbleness is part of feminine energy.
It can be. Not totally, you know what I mean, but it definitely it can more times than not it's going to lean towards that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, because when you normally masculine and you gotta be humble, it's going to drag you into that feminine part of it. Mm-hmm. It's going to. It's undeniable. It's not. You cannot sit up here and not slide into that area. You know. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right.
It's
you shouldn't have punched the girl in her face. Anything possible we can do to rectify this situation. I'm so sorry.
I know it'd be like, yo, it's 4:05 in the morning and it's time for us to end the show.
I know what it is.
Crazy.
I was looking at the time when it was 3:59 and 59 seconds. I said, I'm waiting.
All right, man. Yo, thanks for calling in, man.
All right, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Podcast family, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Enjoy this day, bro.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, I'll talk to you.
All right, peace. All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, y'all, we have some birthday shout-outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 20th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-l. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Nakia Gay McNeely. Happy birthday to you, and also Wanda Jones and Tiffany Sampson Cherry, and also Talisa Michelle and Jacqueline Little, Deidre Ivory Cash, Mildred Thomas, Gabriella Suarez, Jerron Thompson, Tasha Robinson, and last but not least, Rosemary Reed. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious February 20th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, yo, feminine, masculine, it all depends on where you fit in. You gotta put the right person with the right energy to make sure that you turn your friends to enemies. Actually, it's all in reverse. So sometimes you gotta decide who you're going to send in first. That means that sometimes you gotta rehearse. Yo, practice what you want to say so it goes the right way. And hey, sometimes you might still fail, but at least you prepare for the next one going to sail. Just like the ship rode out, sailed out. Yeah, hopefully you don't bail out or get left all alone, kid. Cause you know how to make it on your own with only the resources that you had from the beginning. And you can't be expected to be winning. Yo, but your time is going to come, so don't have that face on your face looking dumb. How come everybody out doing better than me? Maybe it's your energy that you don't know how to put forth first. So, yo, best, and worst, Yo, sometimes you might have to make a curse. Sometimes you might have to bubble burst. It's gonna work out the way it's supposed to. So don't be all exposed to the wrong kind of ways of doing things. They might not be able to do it, but you can till you a man. Or maybe that girl, but yo, it can't be both of them things, sure. And you know, all right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Get 'Emism show. Y'all know it's going to be the music show tonight. I haven't decided what the topic is going to be, but it's going to be something dope. And I got all day to think about it. I'm going to do that. So I want y'all. I said I want y'all. I want y'all to have a good night. No exceptions. You know what I mean? If you're getting ready to go to bed or if you're getting ready to go to work, make sure that you make this day royal, regardless of how you spend it. But make sure you put the crown on whoever you spend it with. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I get back.